Have you noticed that your legs feel a bit heavier lately, as if you are walking through water even on dry land? Do you ever wonder why your joints ache, or why you feel a sudden wave of exhaustion in the middle of the afternoon, even when you haven't been particularly active? It is easy to point the finger at the calendar and tell ourselves it is just part of growing older, but what if I told you the real culprit might be hiding in plain sight on your dinner plate? It might not be just aging. There could be specific daily habits or foods that are keeping your blood sugar levels stubbornly high, causing that discomfort and fatigue you have been feeling. Most of us think we are doing the right things, but some habits that seem harmless are actually the very things fueling inflammation and weakening our bodies from the inside out. In our time together today, we are going to uncover the common eating habits that keep blood sugar high for seniors. And more importantly, I am going to show you exactly how to turn the tide so you can regain your strength, improve your balance, and feel like yourself again. Before we dive into these insights, I want to say how glad I am that you are here taking this step for your health. If you care about staying healthy and independent as the years go by, please consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications. We share the kind of senior health tips that often get overlooked in a standard doctor's visit, and I don't want you to miss a single one. Also, I would love to know who I am talking to today. Are you joining us from the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, or perhaps somewhere else entirely? Please drop a comment below and let me know where you are from. I am always so curious to see how far our community of health-conscious seniors reaches. Now, let's talk about the first habit that might be sabotaging your energy. You might think that starting your day with a glass of orange or apple juice is the height of health, but for many of us over 60, this is like sending a lightning bolt of sugar straight to the bloodstream. When you eat a whole orange, your body has to work through the fiber to get to the sugar. That fiber acts like a slow motion button for your digestion. But when you drink the juice, all that fiber is gone. The sugar hits your system all at once, causing a massive spike in your blood glucose. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing these sudden surges. This spike is often followed by a crash that leaves your legs feeling weak and your head feeling foggy. Imagine those tiny blood vessels in your legs trying to pump thick, sugary blood. It is harder on your heart and harder on your circulation. You don't have to give up fruit, but try eating the whole fruit instead. A few slices of real orange will give you the vitamins you need along with the fiber that keeps your blood sugar stable. Moving on from breakfast drinks, let's look at something else that often finds its way onto our tables, which is white bread and refined grains. I know, a piece of toast or a soft roll is a comfort we have enjoyed for decades. However, these refined carbohydrates are essentially just sugar in a different form. Because they have been stripped of their outer hulls, your body breaks them down almost instantly. This creates what I call sticky blood. According to researchers at major health institutions, consistently high blood sugar from refined grains can lead to peripheral neuropathy, which is that tingling or numbness you might feel in your feet. Think of your nerves like delicate electrical wires. High blood sugar is like corrosion on those wires. Over time, that corrosion leads to poor balance and a higher risk of falls. It is not too late to make a change, though. Swapping that white bread for a sprouted grain bread or a true whole grain option can make a world of difference. You might notice that after a week of making this switch, the morning stiffness in your knees begins to fade. Now, you might be thinking that you are safe because you don't have a sweet tooth and you avoid the bread basket, but there is a hidden culprit that catches almost everyone off guard. I am talking about the condiments and sauces we use every day. Ketchup, salad dressings, and even jarred pasta sauces are often packed with high fructose corn syrup and hidden sugars. You might have a healthy grilled chicken breast and a big salad, but then you douse it in a store-bought dressing that has more sugar than a cookie. This is a silent sabotage. These hidden sugars keep your insulin levels elevated all day long, which tells your body to store fat and increases inflammation in your joints. If you have been struggling with stubborn hip or back pain, these hidden sugars could be pouring fuel on that fire. A wonderful alternative is to make your own simple dressing with olive oil and lemon juice or vinegar. It takes 30 seconds, and the healthy fats in the olive oil actually help your body absorb the nutrients from your vegetables while keeping your blood sugar perfectly level. If you are finding these tips helpful so far, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who might be struggling with these same issues. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe because we have so much more to share about keeping your body strong and your mind sharp. I hope you are taking a few notes because these small tweaks really do add up to giant strides in your freedom. Let's talk about another habit that is very common as we get older. and that is the timing of our meals, especially late-night snacking. As we age, our metabolism naturally shifts, and our bodies become more resistant to insulin in the evening. This means that a snack eaten at 9 o'clock at night will raise your blood sugar much higher and for much longer than that same snack eaten at noon. When you go to sleep with high blood sugar, your body spends the night trying to deal with the excess glucose instead of doing the deep repair work your muscles and joints need. You might wake up feeling stiff and groggy because your body never got the chance to truly rest and recover. Try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before you head to bed. If you truly feel hungry, reach for something that won't spike your sugar, like a few walnuts or a piece of cheese. These provide protein and healthy fats that satisfy your hunger without sending your glucose levels on a roller coaster ride while you sleep. Speaking of protein, let's talk about the mistake of the low-protein breakfast. Many seniors find themselves eating a bowl of oatmeal or a plain bagel for breakfast because it feels light. But a breakfast that is almost entirely carbohydrates is a recipe for blood sugar instability for the rest of the day. When you start your day with sugar or starch alone, you set off a cycle of hunger and fatigue that lasts until dinner. Science shows that including protein at your first meal of the day acts like an anchor for your blood sugar. It slows down the absorption of any carbohydrates you eat and keeps you feeling full and steady. Think of a man named David who was a client of mine. He struggled with terrible leg cramps and low energy every morning. He was eating oatmeal with honey every day. Once we added 2 hard-boiled eggs to his routine and swapped the honey for a few berries, his cramps vanished within 2 weeks. His blood sugar stopped swinging wildly, and he finally had the energy to work in his garden again. It is amazing how one small addition of protein can change the entire trajectory of your day. Another sneaky habit involves dried fruits. Many people think of raisins, dried cranberries, or dried apricots as a healthy snack. After all, it is just fruit, right? But when you remove the water from fruit, you are concentrating the sugar into a very small package. It becomes very easy to eat the sugar equivalent of 5 or 6 whole apples in just a few minutes without even realizing it. For a senior managing blood sugar, dried fruit is essentially nature's candy. It can cause a sharp rise in glucose that lingers in your system, contributing to that heavy leg feeling and overall lethargy. If you love the taste of fruit, stick to fresh berries. Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are relatively low in sugar and high in antioxidants that actually help protect your blood vessels. Imagine your circulatory system like a highway. Fresh berries help keep the road clear, while the concentrated sugar and dried fruit is like a traffic jam that slows everything down. I also want to touch on a habit that doesn't involve food at all, but it has a massive impact on your blood sugar, and that is dehydration. Did you know that when you are dehydrated, the amount of sugar in your blood becomes more concentrated? It is a simple matter of math. Less water in your system means the sugar that is already there becomes a higher percentage of your blood volume. This can lead to a vicious cycle because high blood sugar actually causes you to lose more fluid through urination, leading to even further dehydration. Many seniors lose their sense of thirst as they age, so you might not even realize you need water. This hidden dehydration can make your blood sugar readings look much worse than they actually are and can leave your muscles feeling weak and cramped. Make it a habit to sip water throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Think of it as rinsing out your system and keeping your blood moving smoothly and efficiently. I know it can feel a bit overwhelming to hear about all these things you might need to change. It is easy to feel like the deck is stacked against us as we get older. But I want you to take a deep breath and remember that knowledge is power. Now that you know these habits are the things holding you back, you have the power to change them. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to overhaul your entire life by tomorrow morning. Improvement is possible at any age, and your body is incredibly resilient. It is constantly trying to heal and find balance. And every time you choose a glass of water over juice or a handful of nuts over a piece of white toast, you are giving your body the tools it needs to get stronger. To recap our journey today, remember that we want to avoid those liquid sugar spikes from fruit juices and instead embrace the whole fruit with all its fiber. We want to be wary of the white ghost in our pantry, which is refined white bread and grains, and instead choose sprouted or whole grain options that protect our nerves and our balance. Be mindful of those hidden sugars in condiments and sauces that can cause silent inflammation in your joints. Try to give your body a break by avoiding late-night snacks so your system can repair itself while you sleep. Always aim to anchor your morning with plenty of protein to keep your energy steady all day long. Be careful with dried fruits that pack a sugary punch, and never underestimate the power of staying well hydrated to keep your blood sugar levels naturally balanced. Growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means using smarter strategies to care for the incredible vessel that has carried you through life for all these years. I know it isn't always easy. Dealing with aches and the fear of losing your independence can be heavy burdens to carry, but you are not alone in this. We are a community of people dedicated to thriving, not just surviving. Every small step you take, every better food choice you make, is a victory. These choices are the building blocks of your future freedom. Imagine yourself walking up your porch steps with ease, or playing with your grandchildren without having to sit down every 5 minutes. That version of you is possible, and it starts with what you decide to put on your plate today. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Is there one specific change you are planning to make after watching this? Perhaps you have a story of how changing your diet helped you feel stronger or more mobile. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I read every single one of them, and our entire community benefits when we share our wisdom and our struggles. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to feel encouraged. If this video helped you or opened your eyes to something new, please hit that like button. It really does help others find this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and join our family here. We are committed to bringing you the best science-backed tips for living your golden years with strength and vitality. You have so much life left to live, and your health is worth fighting for. Keep taking those small steps, keep believing in your ability to improve, and remember that your independence is carried by the strength of your habits. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Would you like me to create a simple 7-day meal plan based on these blood sugar-friendly principles to help you get started right away?